Hey guys, how's it going? It's Carver from the Tackle Box, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Dobyns 733C. So this is the Sierra line of rods, $180, just below the Champion XP. I own mostly all Champion XPs, and this is one of my few Sierras, or I also have a couple Furies as well. It's a very good rod for the price point. And today I'm going to be going over the features and showing you guys what I like to throw on this. Got a good amount of time under this rod. Used it a lot this year for sure. It's an amazing spinnerbait, chatterbait rod, and I use it for a lot of other stuff, which I'll be going over. So first, let's start with features. $180. And if you guys want to purchase this rod, by the way, make sure to check the link in my bio. I have it down there. But first, we're starting down here. We got a cork grip. They only offer the Sierra in a split grip, and I'm okay with that. I use this rod specifically mainly for spinnerbaits and chatterbaits, and a lot of that is just leaning into them. So, you know, the split grip is not a big deal. I honestly think when you're burning down a bank with a spinnerbait or a chatterbait, and you're making those accurate casts, and you're like reeling it in and just firing it out there and taking like lots of casts at one time, I think the split grip can actually be better. I think a full grip might actually like get in the way a little bit, but you know, that's just my opinion. And then we have Fuji reel seat, high quality reel seat, no problems with unscrewing. You know, when you get into those cheaper rods, some of the reel seats will come loose and your reel will like fall off when you set the hook. I've had that happen with some of my cheaper rods. And then up here, we got the blank. So this blank is, I'd say about 40% tip and 60% backbone. It's got a good amount of flex. I wouldn't say it's like parabolic, but you definitely got some tip in there. You're able to let those blades and those chatterbaits load up real good. And then we got Fuji Alkanite guides, very high quality guides, and overall just a clean look. We got like a gray finish for the logo here, and overall just a black blank, black wrapping on the guides. Very clean looking rod for $180. And then we got the hook keeper right here. I've said in other videos I'm not a big fan of this hook keeper, but for this rod, when you're throwing like chatterbaits and spinnerbaits, you know, this hook keeper is not a big deal. Personally, I mean, I'm fine with it. The only thing that bothers me with this hook keeper is like when you're flipping and doing other stuff. So 733, that's a one-piece rod. It's a 7'3" 3 power. So Dobyns offers all the way down to 0 up to an 8 power rod. So this is on the lower end. It's going to be a pretty low power rod, rated for 10 to 17 pound. Rated for 10 to 17 pound line, quarter to 3/4 ounce. I mostly throw like quarter to 3/8 ounce spinnerbaits on this, and I'll throw a chatterbait on occasion. Medium heavy fast action, and right here it says Senkos, flukes, spooks, spinnerbaits, horny toads. I would not use this rod for horny toads, that's for sure. I use this for, like I said, for 3/8 ounce spinnerbaits, chatterbaits, and when you guys are in grass with the chatterbait, I definitely would bump up to like a 735 glass. Or like I have a 765 glass. I know the 735 glass is really popular for chatterbaits. I just don't own one. But the 765 glass is what I like to use. I think it's really good. Having that extra 3 inches and a little bit more power, being able to get that chatterbait out of grass. But spinnerbaits, I'll use this for light finesse jigs. We were fishing out Lake Geneva the other weekend, and I was throwing a jerkbait on this. I pair it with a SLX 7.2-to-1. This is a fairly cheap combo compared to like most of my setups. This reel is really good for throwing lighter stuff. I wouldn't recommend buying an SLX if you guys are planning on throwing for frogs and like stuff where you're gonna put a lot of pressure on the gears. I think this is really good if you guys are looking for like a cheaper reel. I would buy a cheaper reel if you're looking for like a crankbait rod, a reel, or like a spinnerbait reel. I just think it's hard on the gears when you're using like braid and setting the hook really hard. That's just my opinion, because I've had like cheaper reels that will break using for that heavy cover stuff. So I like to invest a lot more of my money into those heavier rods and reels. Just my opinion, but overall it's a fairly cheap setup. It's very, very well balanced and light, and I pair it with 14-pound fluorocarbon. I'll run that for pretty much everything, except for maybe my light finesse jigs. I'll throw those on like 10, switch it out with my SLX DC. But overall, it's a very light rod. It's got a lot of uses for sure. You can use it, like on here, I forgot to mention that. If you do put braid on this reel, you can use it for top water, flukes, Senkos, lots of other things. Overall, it's a very well balanced rod. And if you guys want to buy this, definitely check out the link in my bio. And that is another in-depth review from the tackle box. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments what you guys want to see next. I'm going to keep reviewing these Dobyns rods until I get through my entire collection. So if you guys are interested in this rod, have any questions, definitely leave a comment below, like, subscribe, and thanks for tuning in to another episode of the Tackle Box.